Hello friends. One in Movie or Cap Hub, welcome again. In this video, I am a thriller adventure film of 2024. I am going to tell the story of 40 Acre. Story before we begin. I wish you all good and wishing you a wonderful day. So without any delay, let's go straight to the story. The film begins with a dystopian world. It occurs where 14 years ago, a ruthless fungal outbreak wiped out 98% of animal life on Earth was destroyed. Global food chain, the destruction of the inflicting deeper wounds on an already hungry population, given. For this reason, the largest remaining in the world. The most valuable thing is the agricultural land which last resort to keep humanity alive, is. In the next scene, a group of armed men. The group carefully crosses a large field and moves towards an abandoned house. Music. One of the men living inside the house calls out, of their crops and land gives praise. While others differ, try to enter through the doors. But one of them gets killed instantly as the man standing outside insists that they just passing through and to rest want space. But then a sharp sound from a distance. A whistling sound is heard and suddenly the fields, all armed people, whether in or inside the house, one by one they are piled up. A child, the one whose name is Kooky, is also shot immediately. Kills a man. Pills soon. The shower runs across the house with most of the attackers are killed. After this, we meet a woman named Heli, who is moving fast among the crops it occurs. Heli brutally fucks several men, shoots accurately. She contacted her daughter Ren on the radio, who stands at the window and looks at strangers. Bullets are being fired. Meanwhile, Heli's son Manny also caught a fleeing intruder, catches him and brutally stabs him, finishes it off. When all the intruders have wiped out, the family gets together, examines dead bodies. After that, we meet other family members in which Heli's husband Galen and second daughter Dennis is involved. They think that after all, infiltrators break their security system. How did they get inside? And they decide that we'll lock the property more tightly so that no one can enter inside again. Evening. This family, known as Freeman, I have dinner, where children whistle let's practice the signs, whom they can communicate in case of potential danger. Use for. They are everyday. Let's talk also. Crop care and security arrangements are discussed. Heli then gives Manny a mission to a friend who lives miles away, deliver the goods. She warns him, sternly advises not to go near strangers or get involved with someone. Us in the next days, the family's daily routine is shown, in which fight training, running drills, shooting practice, and surround your land includes checking of electric bay. Those forests, they also go in search of edible prey. While there are many CCTV cameras around, keep monitoring, Heli often radio listens so that other survivors and about the condition of the surrounding land can get information. One evening, Heli, my friend, talks to Augusta, who warns her shows that there are some ruthless robbers who have already attacked 3 farmer families has attacked. So he requests Heli. She says that she will stay with them for a few days. Come and give training to those people who can become bigger. It may make a difference. But Heli flatly refuses, does it, and says that she is so big can't take the risk. Next morning, Manny. He takes the car and leaves the house and spends some time. Later, a juggernaut reaches the building. There, a box is found with Augusta written on it. It happens. He immediately stuffs it and leaves from there. Meanwhile, Heli at home gets a scary call from Augusta. It tells that a farming family which Fleming's was said to have been killed. There, even the children would be deeply shocked to hear this, and Heli would be shocked. But Augusta tells an even more horrifying truth, that they are not just dead, but cannibals were also eaten by. This cannibal is it is an organized gang. While returning home on the other side, Manny is seen swimming in the river. But after coming out of the water, he would have seen a beautiful girl swimming and is instantly attracted to her. He sneaks up on her with his sniper scope, keeps an eye on and sees that the girl. To a hidden settlement deep in the forest she goes. After returning home, I met that girl. Can't stop thinking about it. Next day, he again goes to the river. But this bar girl is nowhere to be found. Then his photos to cherish the memory starts making. 5:06. Few days later, Manny, Galen, and Dennis arrive at a depot. They hope they find some work there. Get the thing. They carefully covered the area, let's scan. But Dennis's eyes spread out of fear. When he hanged from the ceiling, looks at the dead body. After a while, these 3A group collides with soldiers and immediately they point their guns at them. But a soldier calmly tells that they are in the army, are members of and help nearby farmers living with a local family for Are Galen, asks them if they living with the Fleming family, whom the soldier answers yes, and hearing this, Galen says, so you guys of the network be apart. Galen tells his children that the Fleming family is no longer alive. Go before Manny suggests that the bodies let it be investigated. Maybe find something useful, go. Then Galen tells him to hurry up is. Dennis then bags a dead body gropes. But then we see that of the old woman who is still looking dead. Slowly she stands up. Suddenly Dennis shoots in the stomach with a gun and immediately runs away. After this, Galen quickly returns to the farm carrying injured Dennis, is where Heli likes her immediate surgery process and somehow his life saves. Despite this, Manny felt guilty realization comes because he is the one who destroyed the dead bodies. It was suggested to investigate. But Ren him consoles that it is not his fault, and because of that, Dennis still is alive. After this contact, Heli Augusta tries to prevent this incident from happening can tell about. But for some reason, her friend does not answer the phone. That night, Manny suddenly hears strange sounds from the forest and immediately runs towards them. There him. A girl is seen in the darkness and she yells at you not to move, but he was shocked. When he sees that it is the same river, there is a girl who is desperately pleading for help. It occurs. Next morning, Galen and Heli kids orders that they carry weapons at all times, be equipped and alert. Even while sleeping, also they warn that some people gathering information by impersonating soldiers are doing. But actually they are cannibals which can be removed from equipment or ground need more. Heli strictly tells the children, that is, shoot first and ask questions later. After this, Manny would go to the barn alone, is where it turns out that he had spent the previous night kept the girl tied up secretly, is Manny tries to calm him down and assures that no harm will come to him not intended. Then he opens his mouth, gives him water, and carefully tries to take care of the wound. Girl accuses him of kidnapping her, puts it. To which Manny replies that he is doing all this only because of his mother, who doesn't trust strangers. The same. At night, Manny comes to the barn again, and the girl tells that several incidents happened recently, and it is important for him to know who he and what is she doing here. Girl radio begs to be used, but Manny refuses. He says so he cannot allow this to happen at all. A little after a while, the girl breaks down and admits that he just has to find out that his people are alive or not. Manny felt bad after hearing this, looks, and he finally opens it. The girl then tells that she just wants to listen to the radio. Wanted to find out the Freeman farm could? Manny is shocked to hear this. When he asks why, then the girl answers that her aunt said only Freeman, only we can help them. After this, they start opening up to each other, and Manny tells about his hobby of swimming. The girl admits that he found her on the river. Had felt it looking at me, due to which Manny becomes a little embarrassed. The next morning, Heli tells her family about the day. Asks to prepare, but it turns out that Manny is missing somewhere. There, the new girl in the barn. Manny's music player is using and openly she is dancing, while Manny looking at him gets excited. But this happiness of his immediately turns into fear. When the parents suddenly arrive there and Heli catches the girl without hesitation. Manny is locked in the barn, where he panics and tries to break the door. Does. Heli. Gun taunts girl outside, interrogates, and demands to know the truth, does it. The girl tells that her name is Dawn and she works as a nurse in a government program. Works as a medical aide to the fields, provides help. She believes that on them there was an attack. But Heli at his word do not trust and as a warning shoots the bullet. Nervous girl finally assumes that she is here by her Aunt Honesta had sent. Heli was stunned after hearing this, she goes. On the other hand, Manny ran away from the barn. He leaves and reaches the control room. There, he anxiously approached Augusta, tries to. But no answer meets, and after some time, his angry mother, there comes a threat. Manny says Augusta may be in trouble and help them should do, but Heli says that Augusta is a Marine and can handle herself while their job is to stay here and protect the farm. Have to do. She also scolds him for not doing this new thing. The girl is caught in the trap and thrusts. She says Dawn is lying to them. From this, a heated argument ensues between mother and son, which ended in Manny's anger. From there, it happens by going out. In the next scene, Manny leaves in the car with Dawn in order to find Augusta. Just a little while after Heli discovers their disappearance and immediately sets out to chase them. Manny and Dawn soon reach his camp, But there is desolation there and no sign of any human being around. Get it? Meanwhile, on the farm, Galen sees that if a camera has stopped working, then it turns out to be why happened. On the other hand, Manny found a deserted leads her to the trailer, and this is where she reveals the shocking truth that he have deliberately trapped him here. He gets nervous. Hui reveals that cannibals have killed her auntie and many other people have been kidnapped, and he was sent to bring Manny here. Brought it. Dawn tells that this is her way. They hold people's families hostage, take over the fields. And then we see is someone sneaking up to him from behind? Used to be. Heli finally, in another scene, arrives at Angsta's house looking horrifying. And there's blood on the floors and walls. It is scattered. She got nervous and went to her friend, starts searching for any clue about it. But only then, returning to the farm, Galen sees a deer in the distance, which is an impossible scenario because the animals are considered extinct. Then the man attacks him and makes him unconscious. Actually, the deer's head was just a mask, which is worn by a cannibal. He stops there and starts eating the Galen. While her partner carefully indoors lets enter. Meanwhile, Ren and Kuki are at home. Let's see all the CCTV cameras. The signal is gone and they understand that the cannibals have arrived. And then Ren strictly to my little sister to stay there. She says in herself with a rifle at the window, takes charge from where she sees intruders coming towards the house. He does not know that at this very moment his father nailed to the ground by 2 cannibals are staying. Until one of them bites him, tries to. Then Galen tried hard, releases his hand, and hits both with the same nail, kills the attackers brutally. One Heli in the dark basement in another scene, tied up, she regains consciousness. He was injured there. Augusta also appears. Rain on the farm there. She sees a bunch of cannibals breaking into her house. He is moving towards, and without stopping, he is firing his rifle. Shoots bullets from. He killed many gives. But the remaining tremendous counterattack they do, and the window shatters. Then Galen quickly calls out to Ren and orders him to leave his place immediately. Go down. Heli, on the other hand, that girl mentions that she had reached the farm and she was calling herself his niece. On this, Angsta tells that cannibals killed her, was forced to do so, and he felt was that Heli would shoot him on sight. Heli then promises that she will get them here, will take it out. But Augusta tells that he has hidden some children, whoever needs to be saved, at the meantime. The cannibals are back and their leader tells Heli that she is different from others and he doesn't care about other families. What happens with? Heli eats humans, expresses disgust at their habit. But the kingpin. This argues that he also. She beats and asks her children to do the same, gets it done. He claims that both there is no difference. Both just stay alive doing what has to be done is. And then one of the men brutally begins to bite Augusta so that Heli is helpless and ready to eat. She keeps watching all this. Scene again turns into Manny and Dawn, who are 3 with children. Kids wild are eating food as if they like it very much. Didn't get anything to eat on time. Manny thanks and apologizes. That's what brought him here. Otherwise these kids would die, would have been. Manny understands his situation and says that he will go to save his aunt, who's after that everyone can leave from here. Scene again returns to Heli, who lies unconscious is. Then a bald man comes to murder him, approaches with intention. But Heli suddenly, she gets control. Brutally strangled her, she kills him by pressing him. Then she placed it near, picks up the rifle. That's when the cannibals, the kingpin, comes in. But I can make noise, not have your fact. On the other side, Galen is on the farm and the children are taking shelter in the basement. Let's take. But Dennis is still one up, it is hidden in the cupboard. Galen then prepares to save and his daughters. Strictly orders that they stay. Heli, on the other hand, out of the basement tries to leave and at the door. She meets Manny, who is Angsta reached. There while searching. Manny, feeling scared and shocked after seeing Angsta's dead body, goes and now finally understands that whatever Heli is doing is only for the family, is for protection. Returning to the farm, Galen moves cautiously upwards. As soon as Rain presses the switch, all the curtains shut down and the lights go out, and thus, Galen is full of darkness. Takes advantage. When all enemies are killed, he asks to turn on the lights, and let's see if he himself gets badly injured. Already happened. On the other hand, Manny and Heli dawn and meet the 3 children. When Dawn knows, it turns out that his aunt is no more, so she breaks down and sinks into deep sorrow. Back on the farm, Galen Dennis takes the cellar, reaches in, but bleeds profusely. Because of this, he soon falls to the ground. The frightened girls immediately help him, and somehow stabilize it. At this time, get it. Then, Ren checks CCTV, and it turns out that 2 intruders are still outside, and they are spraying petrol everywhere so that can burn the whole house. Despite being injured, Galen is sure he can still face them, and tells Ren that they let in. Heli and Baby caution outside. They were returning to the fields when suddenly bullets start raining on them. Heli immediately tells Manny that she into the basement and promises that she will handle the situation here. On the other end, Ren finally took those 2 cannibals in Let's Come and See Her Sister Denise shows. Denise lies unconscious, and it turns out that he has been shot. One cannibal standing with knife pointed at his neck, while the other one reconnoiters around. Heli gets shot outside. But pain. Despite suffering, he kills many cannibals, drops. He'll run out of pills, soon goes, and has no one to run to except there is no option left. A cannibal in the basement ammunition that opens the hidden door leads to a room full of. There him, also a cupboard full of spices and herbs. She gets very happy after seeing him, because such things are almost impossible to find now. It is impossible. Then Galen suddenly got up and shoots. While Dennis second, she stabs the cannibal from behind. After this, Ren would kill him by shooting him. After a while, Manny and the kids reach the basement, where Ren angry. It turns out that Don is back, and with I have also brought other children, but Don directly serious regardless of him arrives to help the injured Galen. This beach Manny decides he's going to go out because his mother is still in danger and it is necessary to save him. Outside we see that Heli limps toward the barn but then the 3 remaining cannibals let surround. Despite his injuries, he painfully stabbing 2 men, puts an end to it. Unfortunately, the third, the cannibal, stabs him in the back and overpowers him. But as soon as Manny is the one to finish it off, he arrives and shoots the cannibal. Kills. After this, I got nervous and called Heli. Runs to help. But his condition is very delicate because it has many serious injuries occur. I told him to stay awake, pleads for. But poor mother. She closes her eyes after a while, causing the heartbroken son to cry and scream remains. Scene changed to a few days later, it happens. When life slowly returns to normal, it starts happening, and the children meet together in the afternoon. Are seen decorating the dinner table. But then something unexpected happens. Heli, slowly limping down the stairs, arrives and reveals that she is nursing her injuries, has survived. Complete at the end of the movie, the family sits together and enjoys the meal, while Heli looks into his eyes with a glow of affection and pride. Okay, thanks for watching, friends. Next, see you again in the video.